What if the person meant to protect you was the one who hurt you the most? This is the story of Amma, a girl rejected by her father at birth. But don't feel sorry for her yet. What happened next will leave you breathless. In the outskirts of Cape Town, South Africa, lived a young woman named Zola. Her laugh could light up a room, her spirit unbreakable. When she fell in love with Tabo, a smooth-talking local politician, she thought her life was perfect. But when Zola found out she was pregnant, Tabo showed his true colors. "Get rid of it," he said coldly. "I can't have a child during my career." Zola stood firm. "This is our baby, Tabo, our duty." Tabo's face twisted with anger. "Then it's your problem, not mine. Don't ask me for anything." He stormed off, leaving Zola alone, her dreams crushed. The whole neighborhood was buzzed with talk. "Poor Zola," they whispered, "left alone with a baby coming." But Zola held her head high. "My child will have all the love in the world," she said. "I'll make sure of it." Months later, a baby girl was born with eyes that shone like the stars. Zola named her Amma, meaning love. For Zola, that's exactly what she was. As Amma grew, Zola worked hard as a tailor, making beautiful dresses to support them. But no matter how much love Zola gave, a sadness stayed in Amma's eyes. When Amma was 6, she finally asked the question Zola had been dreading. "Mama," Amma said, her voice tiny, "why don't I have a papa like my friends?" Zola's heart hurt. She hugged Amma close, smelling her hair. "Your papa wasn't ready to be a father, but that doesn't mean you are not loved, my little one. You have so much love." Amma nodded, but the sadness in her eyes grew deeper. As Amma got older, the empty space left by her missing father seemed to grow too. She did well in school, pushed by a strong need to prove her worth, but she found it hard to make friends, building walls around her heart. One day, Amma came home from school, her eyes red from crying. "The other kids were teasing me again," she said, her voice shaky. "They said I'm not whole because I don't have a father. Am I broken, Mama?" Zola's eyes flashed with anger, but she spoke gently. "Listen to me, Amma. You are not broken. You are strong and beautiful and whole. Those children don't know what they are saying." She held Amma's hand. There was an old saying, "It takes a village to raise a child." You may not have a father, but you have a whole community that loves you. Amma gave a small smile, but the hurt stayed. As Amma became a teenager, Amma's anger grew. She did well in class, but pushed away anyone who tried to get close. The walls around her heart became stronger. One day, a new teacher came to school. Mrs. Kani had a tough attitude and eyes that seemed to see right through Amma's defenses. After class one day, Mrs. Kani called Amma aside. "You have a smart mind," she said, "but you are letting your pain hold you back." Amma's eyes flashed. "You don't know anything about me." Mrs. Kani's face softened. "I know more than you think. I grew up without a father too." For the first time, Amma felt a spark of connection. Mrs. Kani became a guide for Amma, encouraging her to use her anger to help others. Amma joined speaking clubs and started helping a local women's shelter. She found out she was good at public speaking, her words lighting a fire in others. But the wound from her father's rejection still hurt. On Father's Day, Amma locked herself in her room, anger and sadness fighting inside her. Zola could hear her daughter's muffled cries through the door. "Oh, Amma," Zola whispered, her own tears falling. "If only you could see how strong you are." As Ama's last day in school came near, Mrs. Carney announced a big writing contest. The topic was overcoming hard times. Ama put her whole heart into writing her essay, writing about growing up without a father and learning to find strength in herself. She wrote about how tough single mothers are and the power of community. Weeks later, Mrs. Carney ran into the classroom, her face beaming. "Ama," she shouted, "you have won! Your essay got first place." The class cheered loudly. Ama sat in shocked silence. "There is more," Mrs. Carney said, her eyes twinkling. "The prize includes a full scholarship to University of Cape Town." That night, the whole neighborhood had a big party. As Ama looked around at the happy faces, she realized something. These people, her neighbors, her teachers, her friends, they were her family too. Yola hugged her daughter tight. "I am so proud of you, my Ama," she whispered. "You have grown into an amazing young woman." Ama's eyes filled with tears. "I couldn't have done it without you, Mama. You have been everything I needed." At the university, Ama worked hard, studying politics and women's rights. She became a strong voice for women's rights and children from single-parent homes. One day, during her last year, Ama got a call that made her blood run cold. It was Tabo, her father. "Ama," he said, his voice smooth. "I've been seeing how well you are doing. I am so proud. I was hoping we could meet." Ama's hand tightened on the phone. All the old pain and anger came rushing back. Tears welled up in her eyes, a mixture of hurt and rage. But then she took a deep breath, steadying herself. "No," she said, her voice firm despite the quiver in it. "You had 18 years to be part of my life. You don't get to walk in now and claim my success." She had Tabo take a sharp breath. "But I'm your father." "No," Ama cut him off, her voice breaking. "You are the man who left me. My family is the one who stood by me all these years." There was a long pause. Ama could hear Tabo's ragged breathing. "I understand," he finally said, his voice heavy with regret. "I am sorry, Ama, for everything." Ama felt something shift inside her. The anger that had burned for so long began to cool. "I forgive you," she said softly, tears now flowing freely. "But forgiveness doesn't mean you get to be part of my life now. It's too late for that." With that, she hung up, her body shaking with sobs. But as she cried, she felt a weight lifting her shoulders. The forgiveness was as much for her as it was for him. Zola found her daughter curled up on the bed, tears staining her cheeks. Without a word, she wrapped Ama in her arms, letting her cry out years of pain. "I forgive him, Mama," Ama whispered between sobs, "but it still hurts so much." Zola stroked her hair. "That's okay, my brave girl. Healing takes time." Ama finished with top grades and went on to law school. She became a strong fighter for children's rights, focusing on cases where parents had left their kids. Her own experience fueled her passion, and there were many nights she cried over the stories of the children she helped. Years later, Ama stood in front of a packed room, now a respected lawyer and activist. She was giving a talk on the rights of children with one parent. As she looked out at the crowd, she saw faces that reflected her own journey: single mothers, children with absent fathers, community members who stepped in to fill the gaps. "I stand here today, not as a victim, but as a survivor," she began, her voice thick with emotion. "The man who was supposed to be my father rejected me before I was even born. For years, I carried that pain like a heavy stone around my neck. The audience hung on her every word, many wiping away tears. But I learned something important. Amma continued, her eyes glistening. Our worth isn't decided by those who leave us. It is shaped by those who stay, who believe in us, who love us no matter what. She paused, taking a shaky breath. I forgave my father, not for him, but for myself. And in doing so, I found freedom. But forgiveness doesn't mean allowing someone to hurt you again. It means letting go of pain and moving forward. Amma's voice grew stronger. To every child who felt unwanted, to every single parent fighting against the odds, you are not alone. You are not broken. You are strong. You are whole. And you are enough. The room burst into loud applause. As Amma looked out at the sea of faces, she saw her mother in the front row, crying happy tears. Their eyes met, and in that moment, Amma felt the last piece of her heart heal. She had turned her pain into purpose, her rejection into strength. She hadn't just survived, she had thrived. As she stepped off the stage, Amma was engulfed with a tight hug from Zola. Both women cried freely, tears of joy and pride and healing. You did it, my love, Zola whispered. You turned your pain into power. Amma nodded, her heart full. We did it, Mama, together. And in that moment, she felt complete. So, guys, what do you think? Can the hurt of being left behind become a source of strength? Have you ever turned pain into something good? Remember, family isn't always about blood. Sometimes it's about the people who stand by you, who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. We want to hear what you think. Have you gone through something like this before? Do you have a story of overcoming being left behind? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if this story touched your heart, please like it and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Together, we can spread a message of hope and strength. Until next time, remember, your worth isn't decided by those who left. It is shaped by your own strength and the love of those who stayed. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more amazing stories. Till next time, stay safe.